random sightings of missing PEELY have now been reported in Fortnite Chapter 5. But with him supposedly still missing, what exactly is going on here? This is the entire missing PEELY storyline in Fortnite Chapter 5 so far. After the Big Bang event, Chapter 5 began and revealed in the opening trailer that Jonesy, or now Vengeance Jonesy's secret underground base had been ransacked, and somebody left a note saying, "We have your banana." The banana in question is Jonesy's best friend, PEELY, and posters soon appeared all over our Chapter 5 island, informing us he was missing. Players only now have noticed that these missing posters actually have phone numbers written along the bottom, which in real life, these phone number tabs can be pulled off the posters, so people who suspect they may have found this missing person can call the numbers to report it. This is what happens in real life, and in Fortnite Chapter 5, we can see phone numbers at the bottom of PEELY's missing poster, but 2 tabs have been pulled off already. This means 2 characters in our Fortnite island have actually seen missing PEELY and have ripped off these numbers. But the question is, who? Well, we already know the answer, and it solves the mystery of missing PEELY. But first, we know missing PEELY must have started his journey with Jonesy in the underground base, and presumably was a part of Team Underground, which is the faction that Agent Jonesy is leading. We know PEELY was taken from this location by a character called Montague, who is the boss at Grand Glacier. And we actually learned something very interesting about this missing PEELY storyline through this secret dialogue. You're the society's thief. Huh? Ever take a person before? A banana? Maybe? And that's right, you are the society's thief. Have you ever taken a person before? Or a banana, maybe? Was it possible that Montego was the one that actually stole missing PEELY? But we now know from this secret dialogue that Montego may have been the member of the society that actually stole PEELY first. Boss Montego can be found at Grand Glacier, and he has the Heart of Diamonds. This is his description, and of course this is his medallion, the Heart of Diamonds. But Montego seems to be the society's main thief, with Montague being the main thief of a secret group which has now been revealed to be called the Society. The Society are a group consisting of Boss Valera, Oscar, Nisha, and Montague, who seem to have control over our Chapter 5 island and use this symbol to identify their members. With Montague stealing PEELY from the underground location, he seems to take PEELY over to Fencing Fields and hands him over to Boss Nisha. In the Battle Pass, a loading screen called Midnight Duelist Nisha reveals that PEELY was taken to this location, tied up on a chair before, well, somehow getting freed and shaking a bottle of Flowberry Fizz in front of all the guards. But Fencing Fields has a dark secret. It's the location where Flowberry fruits are pressed and drained for their juices, and then are barreled up to be sent off. Was it possible that PEELY was once here, possibly held captive, and was threatened with being pressed into a banana smoothie? Nisha, finding it hard to keep PEELY strapped down, and presumably with PEELY refusing to give any helpful information, she decides to then send him over to Boss Oscar for safekeeping. A loading screen called Champion Oscar, which shows PEELY also tied up in a chair, being held captive against his will, being used for presumably some kind of negotiation. We already know, in Chapter 5's loading screen artwork, we can see PEELY strapped to a chair, taken as some kind of prisoner, with Boss Oscar smiling away whilst talking to Jonesy, who is, well, he ain't smiling. This clearly is the location where PEELY is being held captive, so if we can find this location that can be seen here in the artwork, then surely we could find PEELY, as Boss Oscar has captured PEELY, and as we can see the wooden floors, cozy cushions, and lavish rugs, we can assume that the location where he can be found is here at Lavish Lair, and this specific room can also be found, because there are a bunch of items that match up perfectly, both in the loading screen and at this location. It's around this time that Vengeance Jonesy must have learned of the location of PEELY and attempts to save his buddy from Oscar by sneaking into Oscar's location of Lavish Lair. Players only recently discovered the exact location of PEELY using this loading screen found in the Battle Pass called Duotone Jones. It's a comic-style loading screen, seemingly showing Agent Jones trying to break in to save his buddy PEELY. It shows Vengeance Jonesy sneaking up to Lavish Lair. From here, he could be seen making his way across the rooftops of the building, fighting guards on his way. We can then see Jonesy making his way down the side of Lavish Lair, sneaking behind enemy lines, and eventually finding his way into the vents. And blam! All guards are taken down. And eventually, a final showdown with Boss Valera, beating her face to face for seemingly one final battle. This loading screen confirms that in the missing PEELY storyline, Vengeance Jonesy will be sneaking into Lavish Lair in search of PEELY. Blam! And taking down, presumably, Boss Oscar, as he is the main boss of this location. But also, he will be facing Valera, who currently is not located at Lavish Lair, but instead at Reckless Railways. This loading screen confirms that Boss Valera will be moving this season. And it also confirms that PEELY is 100% at Lavish Lair. The description reads, "This time, it's not about saving the world. It's about saving a friend." With Boss Valera making an unexpected appearance at Lavish Lair, you might be wondering, what does Valera actually want from this prisoner PEELY banana drama? Valera is a boss in Chapter 5, and according to her loading screen artwork, she has a burning ambition for knowledge and the intent to know everything. And she seems to want to know Jonesy. Not just Jonesy though, she also wants to acquire knowledge on what seems to be the 0 points, which can be seen in the background. Vengeance Jonesy, or Agent Jones, knows the most about the history of the 0 points, as he has worked with it for many years in the Imagined Order. He has traveled through different realities using the 0 points with the Foundation, and ultimately, it was him that used and destroyed the 0 points, causing the Big Bang Live event and the beginning of the Fortnite Omniverse. Agent Jones knows a lot about the 0 points, maybe more than anybody in existence today, and it seems Valera knows this and wants to know the secrets of the 0 points and possibly another 0 point in existence. So this is the conclusion. Valera has ordered Oscar to take something precious from Jonesy that he wants to exchange on the possible location of a new 0 point. Agent Jones is mad that his best buddy PEELY has been taken, and he's now on a mission to rescue PEELY and potentially hand over critical evidence to presumably the bad guys who have a burning ambition to obtain all knowledge. Right now in Chapter 5, it seems Vengeance Jonesy is tracking down Oscar, as seen in this official Fortnite Shorts video, which literally reveals Oscar is on the move, and Jonesy wants to find him now. In an official Fortnite Shorts uploaded by Epic Games, we can now see Vengeance Jonesy is currently on the move, tracking down Oscar. We can see in this video that Agent Jones finds Oscar, but somehow he escapes. This leads players to believe that Vengeance Jonesy right now is secretly chasing down Oscar in our game.